Welcome, guys. Today we're bringing the shot doctor back. And we're going to cover a lot of different stuff. If you enjoy these kind of videos, let us know. We're going to analyze this target. We'll be right back. Good morning, guys. John the Firearms Instructor here. We're bringing back the shot doctor. If you don't know what that is, we analyze targets. This morning I was cleaning up from yesterday. I thought this would be a great target to show you some stuff. I don't know this gentleman. I wasn't here yesterday when he was shooting, but I can look at it and tell you what he's doing. If you kind of look here, he started out with a pretty good, consistent keeping the gun level. I'm not exactly sure. I found this target at the white line, which was at 3 yards. But if you notice, he's got a decent grip here. And he was doing really well. And then he switched over to another pistol. It looks like a 38 is what he looked over there, the 38. And if you notice, he was getting a little wider grips here, but he started pulling down a little bit. And this is the big tell. He busted out a 22, and look how they're all to the right. Now this tells me more than anything else, because this guy actually was squeezing harder with his dominant hand, being right-handed, than he was with his left hand. See how all these are to the right? Now, this group here was pretty consistent. It looks like it was with a 9mm. But if he was aiming in the center of the target, we always talk about you need to aim or see the target what you're aiming at. If he would have adjusted his sight picture to be down here at 6 o'clock hold, that group would have got a lot tighter. Now, the revolvers, you know, those are really tough to shoot. But it's the same thing, same concept. He's all over the board, because he most likely was squeezing really hard with his right hand. There's not a lot you can do with your left hand with a revolver, but I highly recommend that you squeeze top to bottom. Squeezing top to bottom with a revolver is going to give you the power you need on your left side. We need to make sure we're controlling the weapon with both hands. And with a revolver grip, we can't do the thumbs over grip, because the thumb over is going to cause us some problems, because the gases that come out of the cylinder. But if you grab the revolver with your hand and squeeze top to bottom like this, you're going to get a better grip, and you'll be able to thumb it. If it's a hammered gun, you'll be able to thumb it with your weak hand. But I thought it was kind of neat to bring this out to you, because I could solve his problem by letting him get to the 6 o'clock hold. If he'd have brought his base here, because what he was aiming at, and this is one of the things we need to work at very importantly, is we need to aim small, miss small. Now imagine if he'd have thought about putting his sights right below this 10 and consistently seeing that 10 as he was shooting and making sure the gun stayed level when he was cutting his trigger, he'd have done a lot better. With a revolver, you have that blade. So he had a good aim effect with the revolver. You know, revolvers really don't have any sighting system. Most of the small revolvers don't have. I assume this is stub nose 38. But you see how he got a little carried away there with these down the bottom? And that's really pulling the trigger versus pressing the trigger. That's probably a rapid cadence. Bang, 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 bang. The gun's not level. Remember, you got to level out the gun every time you shoot it. No matter what. But semi-automatic, revolver, the 380, or anything else like that, you can't shoot and then drop your arms. So this, you see the ones up high here too. So I would recommend for this guy, if he ever came back and he ever asked me, I would say, hey, same thing. Consistent point of aim would put us on this thing. Now, the revolver has that blade and front post, but no matter what, the revolver has to be level. A level gun shoots level. So, but this is a big tail. 22, no recoil management, but look how they're all to the right. That tells you automatically that he was squeezing twice as hard with his right hand than he was his left hand. Because if he'd have squeezed harder with his left hand, he'd have brought these more into the center. Now, most likely, because that gun fits his hand a little differently, that's why they're here. Most likely, this same scenario here, this is probably a double stack kind of weapon, and it gave him a little more fat around his hand, and the fat around his hand allowed him to push it here. Now, if he had consistently had a consistent point of aim, I'm not picky. I would take that on an everyday level. This is not a bad shooting. This is a little getting carried away, not finding your sight system. And this right here is too much grip on your right hand. Guys, if you have targets like this and you can't figure it out, send it over to the Shot Doctor. Let me help you. You can take a picture of it. We've done it multiple times. We'll do a video just like this to analyze it and tell you what I think you need to do. And it could help you become a better shooter. Until next time, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line of defense. Love you guys. We'll see. Well, as you can see, there's a lot more to it than just pulling the trigger. Guys, if you have targets like this, please send us a picture of it and let us help you. We would love to feature your target in a video of some kind, and we will help you with your shot placement as well. Give the Shot Doctor a try. I really think it will help you and make you a better shooter. Until next time, we'll see you guys.